And take a few deep breaths, please. In through the nose, out through the nose. Let's start moving if you're ready. Come onto the fingertips. Heels of the hands off. Elbows straight. Rock side to side. One more breath here. Feel the lengthening in the shoulders. Heels of the hands flat. Come onto all fours, hands and knees. Stack the shoulders and hips. And once you've managed to put your second mat out, because the first mat is occupied by your cat and cow, please. Inhale, look up, tailbone up. Exhale, look down. Tuck the chin and the tailbone. Take a couple more rounds. Lovely stretch in the back, hopefully. Lovely stretch in the stomach muscles. Taking your time. With your last round, push your spine towards the sky. Hold it in that position and wiggle your bum side to side, opening one side of the body, one side of the core and the back muscles, and then the other side. And then come back to neutral. Long spine, long neck. Circle into wrists. Make the circles big if you want to get to the hips. Or stay with me and focus on the wrists. Last round. Reach the hands to the front and lie down on your front, please. Untuck the toes if you haven't done it yet and press the feet into the mat. Mini cobras. I'm bringing the hands under the elbows, closer towards the hips if you can. Press the feet in, pubic bone in, inhale, lift. Head and shoulders, pressing into the heels of your hands. Exhale, bring it back onto the mat. Give me another 4 rounds, taking your time. Feeling the upper back, not the lower back. Squeeze the elbows by your sides. Turn the elbows to the back of the mat. Shoulders away from the ears, long neck. 2 more rounds. Take the last one into a full cobra if it's there. Find your child's pose. I'm coming back onto the mat first. Inhale, sitting back, and let's find the first downward dog. Tuck the toes, bum up. Pedal heels. Lengthen arms. Loosen calves, hamstrings. Spread fingertips. Turn tailbone up. Come to the front of the mat. Take little steps, wide feet in the front. Yogic squat, toes out. Maybe heels flat if you can. Bum low. Lift the chest and press the elbows into the knees. Lengthen the shoulders away from the ears. Loosen your neck if you need to. Circle wrists if you want, the hands around to loosen the wrists. See what you need. If you just want to sit still and stretch the inner thighs, open the groin, that's good too. Take one more breath. And then bring the hands back onto the mat, bum up high, heel to the feet, hip distance. Inhale, halfway lift. I'm bringing the hands onto the shins to start with, but feel free to keep the fingertips on the mat, and exhale, fold. Let's hold it here. I'm bending one knee, other knee. That gives me a bit of swinging side to side, just to put movement into the spine, into the legs. So I'm loosening, I'm not stretching just yet. Hang the head, turn the head side to side. Release the tension everywhere, mainly if you've been sitting down in front of your computer. Make sure the neck is free from tension. Bring the hands back onto the shins, bend your knees, round your back as you come up. Once you're standing up, sweep the arms up and take a long stretch up to the sky. Squeeze your glutes if you want a back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center, and do that twice more. Focus on lengthening up and stretching up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last time. We're going to dive forward afterwards. Bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Take your time. Exhale, high plank, step or hop, feet hip distance, hands shoulder distance. Hold it for an inhale. Lengthen the back, draw belly button in. Hold it for an exhale. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. I'm dropping the knees. Feel free to keep them off. Inhale, cobra upward dog with long neck, pressing feet into the mat. Exhale, find downward dog. Going through child's pose is always safer if you've got back issues. Hold downward dog for a breath. And drop your knees onto the mat. Come back onto all fours. Hands and knees. I'm bringing hands under the shoulders, checking that hips are above the knees, shoulders away from the ears, and draw the belly button into the lower back. Press into the heels of your hands to really straighten your elbows. Bring the left knee out to the left side of the mat. Lift it. Hold. Fire hydrant. Right elbow straight. Bring the shin parallel to the ground if you can. My left bum cheek is already cramping. Lengthen the right arm one more time. If you can keep your right knee high, see if you can straighten the right knee. So the right foot is pointing out to the right side of the mat, not behind you. Straighten the right elbow one more time. Feel the cramp in the bum. It's good for us, I promise. One more breath. Pull the heel into your bum and relax the left knee onto the mat. Just for a split second, I'm going to sit the left bum cheek out to the left side of the mat. It should give you a little stretch on the bum cheeks. And maybe reach the right fingertips towards the right side of the mat. Come back to center before we do the other side. Just remember which leg you lifted. I lifted my left leg. Come onto the elbows, spread the fingertips, elbows no wider than your shoulders. We've got planking and dolphin to do. Spread the fingertips, draw belly button in, neck is long, step back, one by one. Find a forearm plank. Try and lengthen between the crown of your head and the tailbone, but give your pelvis a little tuck. Lengthen the neck as well. I'm looking between my thumbs, spreading fingertips, elbows no wider than your shoulders. Feel free to stay here. Feel free to drop the knees if you want. Or start walking the feet closer to the elbows as your bum is traveling up to the sky. And I'm going to step closer and closer to the elbows. Lift your bum up. Look towards your ankles, but try not to strain the front of your neck. Press your armpits towards the ankles. Feel the stretch in the shoulders. Inhale, lift the both heels off the mat, bum high. Exhale, press the heels towards the mat. Keep dropping chest, sternum towards the ankles, twice more. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, drop the heels. Once more. As you lift the heels, try not to allow the head to shift towards the fingertips. Exhale, press the heels onto the mat. Hold your dolphin. And walk the feet back. Find plank position again. Hold your plank. Lengthen spine again. Tuck tailbone. Press into the elbows. Drop the knees. Sit back into child's pose. Relax the head onto the mat and the arms by your side. Walk side to side if it feels nice and it doesn't hurt your knees. Let's do the glutes the other way. Come back onto all fours. Heels of the hands under the shoulders, long neck. Draw belly button in, stack the hips above the knees. Pressing to the heels of your hands so you're lengthening the elbows. Lift the right knee out to the side, fire hydrant. Draw belly button in and make sure the knee is actually coming out to the side, but pressing to the left heel of your hand. Bring the right shin parallel to the ground if you can. Draw the belly button in one more time. Lengthen the left arm one more time. And straighten the right knee to the side if you can. Oh, and that kicks off. Glute is working hard, trying to lift that long lever. Bring the right knee into your bum. Heel into your bum, sorry, and knee down onto the mat. Sit your right bum cheek out to the side. I'm reaching left fingertips towards the left side of the mat. I'm dropping the chest. Good news is you don't have to do this again. Come back to center and reach the arms forward. Find downward dog. I'm going to pedal with my heels out because I'm still feeling the bum cheeks both ways. Find static downward dog. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, step or jump the feet wide, yogic squat. Let's sit down and stretch the inner thighs again. Lift the chest. Circling to wrists. Hands flat, bum up. Keep the feet wide, but turn the feet parallel. So my feet are a little bit wider than my mat. Hands on the shins, all fingertips on the mat, halfway lift, inhale, and exhale forward. Hang your head, hug the back of your knees and give your hamstrings a little stretch. A slight bend in the knees, always good. It will feel a bit strange because your feet are a bit wider than your hips. I'm swinging the hips side to side. Just to loosen the hamstrings, lengthening the back as well. Make sure there is no back pain. Bend your knees, bring the hands back onto the shins and roll your spine up slowly. Shoulders back. I'm still keeping the feet wider. Right arm across the chest, left arm underneath it. Hug yourself. I'm dropping the chin to the chest, rounding the back, stretching the back of the shoulders. See if you want to turn your shoulders side to side. It's a nice stretch in the back of my shoulders. Stay here or carry on with eagle. The left fingertips meet the right palm. Release the shoulders away from the ears and straighten up. Give it a slight back bend by lifting the elbows. But please be careful with your back and point the fingertips behind you. Straighten up. Release. Open the chest in cactus. Feels nice. And let's change over. Left arm comes across, right arm underneath it. I'm starting with a very tight hug, dropping chin to chest, rounding the back. See if you want to move side to side. Oh, I just had a little click, but a nice one. Stay here or carry on with eagle. Right fingertips meet the left palm. Release shoulders away from the ears, lengthen spine. See if you want to lift the elbows, fingertips for a back bend. Straighten up. Release. Let's interlace the fingers in the back. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Start it with loosely interlaced fingers, or if you're ready, press the heels of your hands together. Open the heart up. Check that your feet are wider than your hips. Inhale, look up. Exhale, start folding. Bend the knees. Hinge from the hips. Drop the head and shoulders. Keep the fingers interlaced if you can. Start lifting hands off your hips and drop little fingers to the mat. You know the drill. Should be a nice opening in the shoulders. Please bend the knees so you're focusing on the shoulders and you're protecting your back and hamstrings. Turn your head side to side a few times. Loosen your neck. Release the hands onto the mat and sit into yogic squat. I need to turn the heels in and toes out slightly. Lift the chest. Lengthen the neck and the back again. Feel the pressure on the insides of your knees to open the hips. Bring the right hand onto the mat and step the right foot to the back. Right leg straight, turning left toes out slightly. Reach the left arm up like an easy twist. Feel free to stay here. Or see if you want to drop the right heel over, so on the outside edge of the right foot, and drop the hip, pointing left fingertips to the back of the mat. Lift your hip back up, inhale. I'm going to do that twice more. Exhale, drop the hip. If it doesn't suit you, just stay in that kind of side plank position. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Lifting the bum back up again, and you've got a slight plank coming. If you want to center your hips, drop the right knee, pivot on the right knee, and push the left foot back. Feel free, or see if you can lift into a side plank, hovering the left foot. Find your position. I'm bending left knee. I'm not going into a wild thing. I'm just stepping the left foot behind me, left bicep to the ear, inhale. Exhale, bring the top knee and the top elbow together for 3 repetitions. Right, twice more. Tap behind you, left bicep to the ear, inhale. Exhale, tap together. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Squeeze, hold the squeeze if you can. And turn into a 3-legged dog. Left hand down, left heel sweeps behind you. Oh, and finally, the poor tummy. Take a big inhale as you lift. Exhale, start opening and stacking the hips. Pull the heel to your bum. Straighten the right arm and drop the sternum through. Inhale, straighten the left knee. Exhale, bring the left knee to your nose. Give it a tap and step through between the thumbs into runner's lunge. Take your time to land the left knee above the left ankle. I'm coming onto fingertips. Bending front knee, shift forward and backward. Start the stretch in the front of your right hip. Sweep the arms up into crescent lunge. Take a big inhale. And let's take a bit of time to release the shoulders away from the ears. Bend the front knee, tuck your tailbone slightly. Bend the right knee if you need to, but send the right heel to the back of the mat. So you should feel the stretch in the front of your right hip. Airplane lunge, hinge from the hips, straighten between. Crown of the head and right heel. Sweep the arms by your side. Warrior 3. Let's balance straight away. Lift the right heel and find a balance. Level hips, shoulders. Lengthen back, crown of your head to the front of the mat. Flex right foot to the mat. See if you can straighten the left knee. That's quite a challenge. One more challenge for you. If your back is okay with that, sweep the fingertips around and reach the fingertips to the front of the mat to lengthen that line. Take one more inhale. And step into warrior 2. Bend the left knee. Take a long step back with the right foot. Right heel flat. And bring the arms into the T. Look to the front over your left fingertips. Bring the shoulders above the hips. And see if you can bring your left thigh parallel to the ground. Turning left knee to the front. Take one more inhale here. 5 pointed star, straightening front knee, turning feet parallel, reach the arms up, inhale. And exhale, dive onto the mat. Take 3 breaths. Give your hamstrings, inner thighs a stretch. Any movement is good. See if you can fold the chest and the head towards the mat. Slide bending the knees, tailbone up. Walk the hands back to the left foot, come back to the front of the mat. Frame the front foot, runner's lunge. Sweep the left heel up again, 3-legged dog. Take a big inhale. You can keep the hips square this time. As you exhale, bring the left knee across to your right elbow to give it a tap. And we are going into fallen triangle straight away, and then an inner thigh stretch. So I'm extending the left foot out to the side. Right heel flat. Lift the right arm. Lift the hip high. to work on the core muscles one more time. Feel that you're stacking right shoulder. And I'm dropping the hip all the way onto the mat. Turn the toes up to the sky. Widen the feet if you want. Lift your chest. Make sure your tailbones are flat. Inhale, lengthen through the back. And exhale, lean forward, or maybe fingertips behind you. And push your chest forward and feel the inner thigh stretch. It's a couple of breaths only. It's not too long. I don't want you to overstretch it because we still need the inner thighs. Just feel a bit of lengthening, a bit of stretching. And then slowly make your way back into a seated position. And then going through a wide fallen triangle again. I'm bringing the left foot in the middle of the mat, or maybe closer to the right foot. Left hand comes to the front of the mat. Turn the feet over. And when you're ready, lift up. Find fallen triangle. Beautiful. High plank, right hand down, left foot back. Leave out chaturanga if you want, otherwise push forward, inhale, exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra upward dog, press feet in, long neck. Exhale, downward dog. Drop the knees, camel. If you know the drill, if you feel warm, you go for your camel. Make it as advanced as you want, or stay with me. I'm lifting chest, squeezing glutes, shoulders are pinching together in the back, and pressing knuckles onto the lower back. Lengthening the lower back, pushing the pubic bone to the front, and try and open the front of your shoulders. If you know more advanced versions and you're ready, go for it. As long as you squeeze your bum and you keep your hips above the knees, you're there. You're lengthening the back muscles, strengthening the back muscles, lengthening the front of your body. Take one more breath and please come out of it slowly and carefully. And then once you're there, let's find downward dog, but slowly. Once you've reached forward, take your time to round the back and take a breath in downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees and look to the front. Exhale, step or jump the feet wide. Yogic squat. Sit your arm down. Press into the knees. Now, guys, you can sit here. You can come out of it anytime if you want, but you know your hand balance. Crawl. So I'm keeping the triceps on the insides of the knees. So if you want, go for drills. Go for your crawl. You know it. You don't need to wait for me. I am talking you through it, but you can just ignore me. Spread fingertips, draw belly button in, lift up onto the tippy toes. Pull the heels into your bum, maybe one at a time, and push a bit of weight into the toes, fingertips, or maybe pull both heels into your bum. Wherever you are, try and take one more breath. And lend your feet wide in yogic squat. Lift the chest, and we are doing the other side straight away. So left hand down, left foot steps back, left leg straight. Turn the right toes out slightly and reach the right arm up to the sky to stack the shoulders, like your easy twist. I'm flicking the left heel over, and you can stay here and press into the right heel if you want, or drop the hip. Take a big inhale before you do that. Exhale, drop the hip and point right fingertips to the left heel. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, drop. One more time, lift back up. If you're going for star pose, center your hip and turn the left heel up to the sky before you drop the left knee and pivot to push the right foot back. Or find your side plank, push the right foot to the back. Find your position. I'm hovering right foot, stacking shoulders, drawing belly button in, hips high. I'm bending right knee, tapping right toes behind you while bringing right bicep to the ear. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. 3, 2, tap down, inhale. Exhale, close. One more time, open. And as you close, press the knee and the elbow together. 3-legged dog, right hand down, right heel up. I'm shaking. Let's stack on the top. Open, pull the heel to your bum, left elbow straight. And hold. Level hips, inhale. Exhale, right knee to the nose to tap and step through between the thumbs. Runner's lunge. Land the right knee or the right heel underneath your right knee. Lift the chest, bend the front knee, straighten the back leg, shift forward and backward. Draw the belly button in. Sweep the arms up, crescent lunge. Inhale. Release shoulders away from the ears. Bend the front knee. Feel the stretch in the front of your left hip. Inhale, airplane lunge, hinge. Arms by your side. Exhale, take off. Find the balance. Long back. Long neck. Flex the left foot to the mat. Level hips. Draw belly button in. Straighten right knee if it's there. One more balance. Careful on your back. Draw the belly button in. Sweep the fingertips around. And reach them to the front. And now bend the right knee. Step into warrior two. Land the left foot, left heel flat. Arms in a T and bring the shoulders above the hips. Point the right knee to the front. Bend the right knee enough. So you might be able to bring the right thigh parallel to the ground. Open the chest. Tuck your tailbone. Feel the opening in the hips. On your next inhale, 5-pointed star. Straighten right knee, feet parallel. Reach the arms up, inhale. And exhale, fall to the mat. And stretch. Micro bend in the knees. Tailbone up. See if you want to twist with me. I'm pressing into the left heel of the hand under my chest, left arm straight. Right arm goes up to twist the back, lengthening the crown of your head. Come back down. One more. Press into the right heel of the hand. Lift the left arm. Lovely twist in the back. And bring it back. One more fold. One more stretch on the hamstrings, inner thighs. Walk to the front of the mat and frame the right foot in runner's lunge, left heel pointing up to the sky, hands flat. Sweep the right heel up, three-legged dog. Take a big inhale, hip square. Exhale, right knee across to the left elbow. Tap if you can. And into fallen triangle, extending the right foot out to the left side of the mat. Left heel flat, left arm up, and lift the hip high if you can take one more little side plank. And then drop the bum onto the mat. Turn the feet up, wide-legged forward fold. Replace the feet if you need to. Lengthen the back, find a stretch. Make sure that sitting bones are flat. And push forward or walk the hands forward. Find your stretch. And take 2 long breaths. Try not to take it too far. Just feel that, yeah, it's nice, it's stretching. Walk the hands back, start sitting back up. I'm bringing the right heel down slightly. Right hand to the front of the mat. Turn the feet over. And then start lifting the hip. Left fingertips to the sky, fallen triangle. Left hand down, right foot back, high plank. Inhale forward for a chaturanga. Exhale, sink through or leave it out. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, sit into child's pose, please. Straight into camel. If you want to leave it out, just chill out here. Lifting chest, shoulders back, engaging glutes. Knees are no wider than your hips. So if you want to take it further, you can always tuck the toes. That does help me. Or stay with the previous option. And hold it for 3. Hold it for 2. Careful with your neck. Drop the head back if it feels good. And come out of it safely. Reach the arms forward. Around the back first and find downward dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, bend the knees and look to the front. Exhale, yogic squat in the front. Lift the chest. Option to stretch. Maybe even a forward fold. or hand balance scroll, or anything else you have. If it's the crane for you, fine, go with it. Just stretch and strengthen the wrists. Drills are good. Grills are good too. I'm hungry. Heels into the bum if you can. Take the weight on the fingertips, wrists. And then landing yogic squat. Lift the chest one more time. Hands flat, bum up. Feet are a little bit wider than your hips, but turn the feet parallel. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen back. Exhale, fold. Hug the back of your knees slightly. Pull on your ankles. And feel a bit of stretch in the hamstrings. Again, wiggling side to side might be good. I quite like to push the hips side to side. That might not work for you. Hang the crown of your head. Come up slowly, walk the hands up on the shins, thighs. Roll your shoulders out on the top, sweep the top, sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center and have a sip of water. Guys, are we okay? Cheers, everyone. Front of the mat, feet wider than your hips. So you can do yogic squat again. Feet parallel to start with for me. Let's open the shoulders, interlace in the back. See if you can press the heels of your hands together with straight elbows. Take a moment to open the chest, lengthen neck, maybe point knuckles, or even the first fingertips in Kali Mudra downwards. Inhale, heart up, look up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. You've got 2 breaths to focus on the shoulder stretch. Slide bending the knees, dropping little fingers towards the mat. Sit into yogic squat. You might be able to do an overhead squat. I'm turning toes out, sitting bum low and sweeping the arms up. Feel free to press the elbows into the knees. Press the knees behind you. Right hand down, right foot back. Reach the left arm up and turn the left toes out. This is your revolving side lunge, Skandasana. I'm dropping the hip just the once. Right heel over, dropping the hip, inhale. Exhale, lift back up. Side plank, tapping the left foot behind you. Drop the right knee if you want, sweep the left foot back with me. And then tap it behind you. Inhale, open the top side, left bicep to the ear, lift the hip higher. Exhale, tap the knee to the elbow, squeeze. Now guys, you have the option to go into a 3-legged dog or step the left foot in line with the right hand. And once you're there, we're sweeping up into a crescent lunge, right heel pointing up to the sky. Take your time, I'll wait. Sweep the arms up. Make sure left knee is above the left ankle. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, warrior 3. I'm keeping the arms by my ears, or sweep the arms by your side. Lift the right heel. Flex the right foot. From here, I'm going into a half moon, bending left knee to protect the hamstring. Bring the left fingertips towards the mat, a little bit to the left, maybe the block, fingertips down. Start opening the body out to the right. Reach right arm up, flex right foot out, stack hips and shoulders. Bend the left knee as much as you need to. Slowly. Reverse the warrior. Bend the left knee, step the right foot to the back of the mat, right heel flat. As soon as you've landed, sweep the left arm up. Reach right fingertips towards the ankle and hold. Make sure the left knee is above the left ankle. Lift the left heel off. Bend the left knee even more. And then one quick movement, wide-legged forward fold, heels down, straightening the left knee, feet parallel, and sweeping both arms to the mat. and stretch in wide-legged forward fold. You take your time to go through all that. Sit into a side lunge onto your left heel, so you should be coming back to the front of the mat. Walk the hands over and have a comfy sit down. About 3 breaths to take it as far as you want. Left elbow stays on the inside of the left knee, and your hips, your shoulders, your groin are all turning out to the right side of the mat. See if you're ready to lift. Any options you've got. Beautiful. Now frame the left foot, runner's lunge. Turn all the way around. Take your time. Right heel pointing up to the sky. Take your time, wherever you're coming from. Sweep the left heel up, 3-legged dog. Now let's open this time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open, stack. Pull the heel to your bum, right arm straight. Inhale, level hips. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow to tap. And fallen triangle before the wide-legged forward fold. Left foot out, right heel flat, right arm up. Inhale to lift the hips high one more time. Exhale, bum down. Guys, you've got 2 breaths. So lengthen spine first, center your hips, toes up. Take a big inhale, lengthen, exhale, stretch. It's only 2 breaths. Don't take it too far, but feel the stretch. Straight away, I'm starting to come back up. I reach the left fingertips towards the front of the mat. Turn the feet over. Help with that right hand on the mat if you need to lift the hip and sweep the right arm off. Take a big inhale. And exhale, high plank. You can go through chaturanga or meet me in child's pose before the camel. Inhale forward, exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, child's pose. And now you have the option to grab the heels if you've already been doing it anyway. I'm talking toes because I'm not that flexible in the back. Squeezing glutes first and see if you can lift a little bit, and that's enough. As long as you're not feeling your lower back, or lift the hips above the knees. Open the chest. Hold it for 2 more. Hold it for 1 more. And relax. Come out of it safely. Find downward dog, but please take your time. There is no rush here. I want you to round the back to find your stomach muscles again. Take a breath. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, step or jump the feet wide. Yogic squat, lift the chest. Option to stretch, option to hand balance. You've got about 3 breaths. Choose whatever you want. Work on any drills, any strengthening in the wrists if nothing else. Or just open the hips. Not just, that's quite hard as well. Take 1 more breath. And land in yogic squat with me. So we can do the other side. Left hand down. Left leg back. Right arm up. Left heel over. I'm dropping the hip. Drop, point the right fingertips to the left heel. Lift your bum back up just once. Easy. Side plank, if you want to drop the left knee, do that now. I'm pushing the right foot over, hovering the right foot. Hip high. Bend the right knee. Pop the foot behind you. Inhale, right bicep to the ear. Exhale, squeeze the elbow to the knee. Just the one. Squeeze. Now you can go into your 3-legged dog to make your way to the front of the mat with your right foot into crescent lunge. Otherwise, just step the right foot to the front. Oh, that's hard. And then as soon as you're there and your left heel is up to the sky, sweep both arms up. Crescent lunge. Take a big inhale here. Make sure you release the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, warrior 3 to balance. Bring the arms by your side or reach the biceps by the ears. And find a balance. Lift the left heel, flex the left foot to the mat. Lengthen. Make sure the top of your back is long. Half moon. I'm bending right knee first, right fingertips to the mat, a little bit to the right side of the mat. Or block. Start opening left fingertips. Hips, shoulders up. Stack. Flex the left foot out. Bend the right knee, reverse the warrior, left foot to the back, left heel flat. Sweep the right arm up, make sure the right knee's above the right ankle. Lengthen stance if you need to, see if you can lift the right heel off, bend the right knee even more. Calves are working like mad. One more inhale, and wide-legged forward fold, right heel flat, turning feet parallel, diving towards the mat, and stretch. Walk the hands to the right foot. Runner's lunge. Beautiful. Am I wrong? No, that is the front, isn't it? Right foot. No, I'm right. Sorry. Frame the right foot. Am I wrong? That should be the front. Push the right heel up behind you. Yes, I'm right. Take a big inhale. Stack the hips. Three-legged dog. Stack the hips. Pull the heel to your bum. Left arm straight. Oh, is the side lunge I left out? That's why you were looking at me like this. I'm so sorry. Straighten the hip. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the right knee to your left elbow. Give me the tap. And extend out into a fallen triangle so we can do the inner thigh stretch. Left heel flat, left arm up. Lift the hips high. Inhale. Exhale, drop the bum. Choose the leg position and forward. Now, guys, if you want to work on some strength, I'm going to lift the heels off. And lengthen the arms up. Draw the belly button in and see if you can fold from here. It might not work for you, but if you're quite bendy, just by pressing into the heels, you're going to feel the hamstrings working and the inner thighs stretching at the same time. Release the shoulders away from these. If it's too much, hands down is good. Take one more breath. And then lift back up. Right hand in the front of the mat. Turn the feet over. Lift the hip. Use the left hand on the mat if you need to. Fallen triangle. Left hand down, right foot back. High plank. Leave out chaturanga if you want. Otherwise, inhale forward, exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, child's pose. So you've got camel, or leave it out. As soon as you're there and you're safe, start squeezing the glutes to activate and start opening the front of your body. Try your best to bring the hips above the knees. Draw belly button in. Squeeze the glutes, pubic bone to the front. And safely come out of it. No back pain is good. Reach the arms. Find downward dog. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, yogic squat. Lift the chest. Hand balance if you want, or leave it out. Activate the tummy muscles. Press into the fingertips. Pull the heels into your bum if you can. Landing yogic squat. Chest is lifting again. Hands down, bum up. I'm turning the feet parallel, but still wide. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen the back. Exhale, forward. Walk the hands up, come into standing position. Have a quick sip of water. I'm going to do it one more time because I messed it up. I didn't do one side lunge. So we are all lopsided. We're a bit like this now. You won't be able to walk properly. So we've got to do it again. Sorry. Pay attention, dear. Feet wider than your mat. Feet wider than your hips. Shoulders back. Sweep up just to stretch up. Inhale and interlace the fingers in the back. Exhale. Open the chest. Open the lungs. Start folding on your next exhale. Take a couple of breaths. Drop little fingers towards the mat. Feel the stretch in the shoulders. On your next inhale, bum low. Overhead squat if you want to sweep the arms up. I need to turn the toes out. And then let's start the first side. Right hand down, right leg back. Left arm up, straight away I'm flicking the right heel over. Lifting the hip high, inhale, exhale, drop the hip and point the left fingertips towards the right heel. Lift back up, inhale, side plank, drop the knee if you want the star pose. Pushing left foot back, just hovering it just for a split second. Bending left knee. And tap the left toes onto the mat behind you, left bicep to the ear. Knee to elbow, squeeze. Meet me in a crescent lunge. Going into three-legged dog is good. Or see if you can slowly take his left foot to the front. And then sweep the arms up. Center your shoulders. Right heel up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, warrior three. Hinge. I'm keeping biceps by the ears, but watch your back and your shoulders. Half moon pose, left fingertips to the mat. Bend the left knee to protect your back, your hamstrings first. Stack the shoulders and hips, reach the right arm up. Flex the right foot out. Step the right foot back. Reverse the warrior and lift the left heel once you're there. Make sure the left knee is above the left ankle. Sweep the left arm up, lift the left heel, inhale. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Feet parallel. Guys, headstand, go, or stretch with me. If you're thinking about headstand, just think about tailbone up, top of the head. Is it going closer and closer to the mat? And just work on that, even if you're not doing the headstand. Take one more breath. Meet me in wide-legged forward foot. Don't rush it, don't rush it, don't rush it. Side lunge onto the left heel. I remembered. Walk over, sit down, take 3 breaths. Take your options. Take the long straight back wherever you are. 3. Press the left elbow into the inside of the left knee. 2. 1. Frame the left foot, runner's lunge. Sweep the left heel up, three-legged dog. Open and stack. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend the heel to the bum. Right arm straight. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, left knee across to the right elbow to tap. Fallen triangle. Take your time. Extend the leg out. Right heel over, arm up, hip high. And sit down. Turn the toes up. Lengthen spine. Inhale, couple of breaths still. The next one will be longer, I promise. Use strength by pressing into the heels. Or put the hands onto the mat. It's up to you. And I'm coming back up. Left hand down. Flick the feet over. Fallen triangle. Lift the hips. There is your chaturanga coming. You can leave it out. Meet me in child's pose before camel. Right hand down, left foot back. Inhale forward, exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Long neck, long neck. Squeeze the heels in towards each other. And find out child's pose. Leave out the back bend or choose your options. Let's go. Activating the glutes is probably the best way to avoid any back pain. Come out of it safely. Find downward dog without rushing. And take a breath. Last one. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, yogic squat. Stretch or hand balance. You've got about 3 breaths. Take your time. Any forward fold is good. If your knees, thighs are getting really unhappy. Meet me in yogic squat. That's beautiful. Chest up one last time. And if you're ready, other side. Left hand down. Left foot back. Right arm up. Left heel over straight away. Lift the bum a little bit higher. Inhale. Exhale, drop the hip if it's there. Inhale, lift it back. Side plank. Drop the knee for star pose. Push the right foot to the back. Hover it. Show me the strong core first. Then bend the knee. Pop the foot behind your right bicep to the ear. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Squeeze. Make your way to the front of the mat with your right foot. Three-legged dog is good first. We'll use your balance core muscles. As once the left heel is up, sweep the arms up. Crescent lunge. Take a big inhale. Exhale, warrior three. Hinge. And lift into it. Try and keep the biceps by the ears if your back and shoulders are okay with that. Half moon. Bend the right knee first, right fingertips towards the mat. Start stacking shoulders and hips, left fingertips to the sky, left foot pointing out to the side. Take one more breath. Reverse the warrior and lift the right heel. Step the left foot to the back, left heel flat. Land the right knee above the right heel. Right arm reaches up, lift the right heel if it's there. Keep bending right knee. And dive onto the mat, wide-legged forward, foot heel down, feet parallel, both arms onto the mat. Headstand, go, or stretch with me. Otherwise, if you're thinking about it, lengthen the tailbone up. Even if you're bending the knees, or maybe even widening the feet even more. See if you can bring the top of your head onto the mat. Just work on that. Slowly, slowly meet me in wide-legged forward fold. And take one more breath here. Maybe reach behind you to take one more stretch in the inner thighs. Just a quick one. And listen, side lunge onto the right heel. Yay me. Turn the right foot out. Sit down, right elbow on the inside of the right knee. Lift the chest. Go through the options. Play. Feel the stretch. Left knee straight. Back is long. Strong muscles in the back. When you're ready, frame the right foot. Runner's lunge. Sweep the right heel up, three-legged dog. Let's stack. Pull the heel to your bum. Left arm straight, please. Straighten the hips. Inhale. Exhale, right knee across to the left elbow. Tap it one more time. Strong core. Fallen triangle. Hip high. Stack shoulders, hips. And now sit down. Let's take a long, wide-legged forward fold. Widen the feet if you want. I'm going to start with strength by lengthening the spine. Trying to hold on to that stance by pressing into the heels. Now I'm feeling inner thighs. Hold it for a breath. Lots of contraction. Take a big inhale. And now as you exhale, release. And release the muscles. And they should take you further. Close your eyes. Take long breaths. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Couple more breaths, taking it slightly further if you can, without any back pain. Walk up slowly. Try not to use strength to straighten back up. Walk up slowly. Put both hands behind you. Just shake your legs out a little bit. Bring the right foot back where it came from, so we can go through fallen triangle. Reach the right hand to the front of the mat. Turn the feet over. Use the left hand if you need to. Lift the hip. Reach a fallen triangle for the last time. And the last chaturanga, everyone, if you want, left hand down, right foot back. Inhale, forward, exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. I'm going to leave out the camel. Find yourself on your bum. I'm going to cross the ankles behind the wrists. Careful on your knees, please. Sitting over the ankles. Going onto my back straight away. I'm not doing anymore. I've done enough. Scoop the pelvis. Take yourself onto your back. Left leg long, right knee in. Relax head and shoulders. Glute stretch first. I'm bending the left knee again. Left foot flat. Putting right heel and flex right foot onto the left thigh. Push the right knee away from you. That might be enough, or reach for the back of your left thigh. Find your glute stretch. Change the sides, glute stretch on the other side. Take your time. I tend to flex the left foot. It protects my knee and ankle. Find a stretch. There shouldn't be any knee pain. Relax. I'm pulling both knees into my chest and dropping both knees across to my left, keeping the arms in a T, right shoulder blades flat. Then I'm using the left hand to put it on top of the right knee to gently pull further down. Turn your head over your right shoulder. If you have a different spinal twist, feel free to do that. See if you want to bring the right knee closer towards your left shoulder. And some of you bendy ones might be able to straighten the right leg and reach underneath your right knee or right calf or right ankle and pull it up higher, and you will end up with an ITB stretch as well, as long as you keep your right shoulder blade flat. Bend the right knee first, and slowly, one by one, start bringing the knees back to center. Once you're back to center, bring the knees into your chest first. And let's do the other side. Drop the knees over to your right. I'm already looking over my left shoulder. Once the right knee is flat, see if you want to grab the left knee with the right hand. Maybe even pull the left knee closer to your right shoulder. Or maybe see if you want to straighten your left knee and reach underneath your left calf. Try your best to look over your left shoulder and keep the left shoulder blade flat. Close your eyes, relax into the stretch. Slowly bring your left arm over to your right on the side you're lying on already. Bend the left knee if you haven't done it yet. So you should be lying on your right side, and very slowly make your way into a seated position. And find a comfortable seated position. Cross the ankles, whatever suits you. I like to sit on my heels, but you might not like it on your knees. Lengthen through the back. Release the shoulders away from the ears. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Breathe. And drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Back to center, drop the chin to the chest. Gentle stretching the back of your neck. Roll one way. Keep breathing, taking big circle. Change direction. Once you're back to center, keep dropping the chin to the chest. Bring the hands together at your heart. Thanks everyone. Namaste.